tell me you're watching Entourage?
All in, man.
Right as we're going live tonight. Unbelievable. What is up, guys? Welcome in to the DNVR Nuggets pregame lounge.
No vote,
Jokic
no
back.
Martes.
Jokic is back. We're back. Morris is not back. He's at the game.
He's at the game. He's back, but he's not here.
Yeah. We are presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. Make sure to download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code DNVR when you sign up. Tons of great deals going on there. At the end of tonight's pregame show, Superstar Dev is going to give you his best bets for the night. We're going to make some money.
Let's go.
Evening.
I bet he's going to. Let's see, who are we playing tonight?
We're playing the Atlanta Hawks.
Okay, get ready for some Trae Young bets.
I am joined by a man who's very up to date on the Nuggets schedule.
Let's freaking go,
Eric.
guys. I broke my Apple Pencil. My view on the world is pretty dark at the moment. Let's see if I can work through it.
Yeah. I'm also joined by Superstar Dev, who's just trying to cozy up to me. He just told me he's been watching Entourage, so just trying to get on my good side.
I'm like one of the best panderers in the whole world. You know what I mean? Like, I'll offend somebody and then just give them compliments for the rest of the week.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on those
Eric,
compliments.
you look so nice today.
Oh, wow. All right, I feel a lot
Literally
better
looks the
from the
same as he
things you
always
told me,
does.
the dark, terrible things you told me earlier.
Yeah. We'll talk about those things.
We got a cool pregame show. We're going to go over some game notes and then talk about what our expectations are of Nikola Jokic in his first game back from a suspension.
Holy
Spoiler
smokes.
alert, they're probably pretty high.
Yeah, I did.
We're also going to determine who the real and fake tough guys are in the NBA. And then, like I said, Dev's going to give you his best bets for the night. First, though, game notes. I guess I'll take this section.
You got it. I'm going to get this one for you.
Yeah, Harrison pulling a full ISO.
Yeah.
Should we should we clear out?
Yeah, I'll just ISO
I'll
for
pass
about
it.
5
I'll pass
minutes
it.
here.
You set a screen.
Well, I don't even know how to do that. Let's go.
The Nuggets are playing the Hawks tonight. The Hawks, they're 4-8. They've lost 5 straight. They got the 12th best offense, 27th best defense. Michael Malone says don't let that 5 straight losses cloud your view of them. He says they're in a funk, but here's who they've lost to, guys. Utah, Golden State, Phoenix, Utah, Brooklyn. They've lost like the 5 best teams in the league.
I think that qualifies as a murderer's row.
That's tough. It's like that Nuggets stretch in May last year when they played like the Lakers, the Clippers, the Jazz, the Nets. It's a tough stretch.
I know. I hope that after this, they're like, yeah, it's the Nuggets. I mean, of course, they're going to lose that game.
Exactly.
6 in a row.
Yeah. So obviously the big story with the Hawks, how are the Nuggets going to defend Trae Young? I've got to think that who do you guys think is going to get the first crack on Trae Young tonight? Is it going to be Monte? Is it going to be Will? Or are they going to go to Aaron Gordon at all?
I think they're going to give Monte an opportunity to just prove himself. He hasn't really had that type of matchup yet.
Yeah.
It's a smaller guy, shifty guy. So I think Monte will be able to, get the crack at it. Also, he's not a bad defender. So
Right.
Yeah.
there's no reason to go against it and just make sure that someone's out there.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you guys are aware of this. The rules changed in the NBA.
I heard.
Trae Young, one of the greatest beneficiaries of the previous rules.
Yeah.
So I think the officials are going to be defending Trae Young in a sense.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. Trae Young versus the officials.
Key matchup to watch. I think Monte probably gets a start on him too, but maybe Aaron Gordon gets a couple possessions on him, like in the second half if Trae Young's really lighting the Nuggets up. We'll see. But Malone did stump for Aaron Gordon again in his pregame remarks. He's continuing the All-NBA defensive player or All-NBA defensive team campaign for Aaron Gordon. Dev, how high do the Nuggets have to finish for their team defensive rating for Aaron Gordon to get on an All-NBA defensive team? What has to happen?
It doesn't even have to be the defensive rating because I think that the NBA doesn't care about that type of stuff.
Okay.
They want you to be a top 2-3 seed in the NBA.
Yeah.
I think that's the only way that he can have a real stance. And then from there, things have to even out. But that's pretty much it. He has to be perfect, not miss any games, and they have to finish as a top 3 seed. I don't think that should be what he's going after, though. I really don't. I think that as long as the wins are there and also the team is intact and they're going into the playoffs healthy, that matters more because if he's playing at this level, then that means the Nuggets are playing at a high level and the wins are going to just carry on with that. So I love that the coach is actually trying to give that conversation some attention, try to light a fire for everyone to see. But I just don't think it's going to go far unless they just continue to just win games.
Yeah.
I mean, if they keep doing what they're doing, though, it's going to be one of those things where it's impossible to ignore.
Yeah.
Like if they keep mundering people every single night, and like
Right.
what are you going to say? Like you have to, it's not like Utah is a national darling, but they keep getting the defensive player out of the year out of just that guy that's tall. So, like when you see results like that, people tend to notice.
The reason I brought it up because the Warriors have the number 1 defense in the NBA right now. And Draymond Green's probably the leader for Defensive Player of the Year at this point. Like, he's going to get the lion's share of the credit, rightfully so, if the Warriors are a great defense. And, the Nuggets aren't as dependent's kind of the wrong word, but their defense isn't centered around one guy. They don't have a defensive captain like a Draymond Green. But Aaron Gordon and Nikola Jokic probably deserve most of the credit for that. So I would think Gordon would get a lot of credit if they, finish pretty high.
They've got to, man. It's been impressive. And, I fully anticipate Michael Malone attempting to adopt Aaron Gordon. Like, not only is he his guy, he's like so much his guy, I assume he's going to be like a family member by year's end. Aaron Malone.
Aaron Malone.
Yeah, and also even like with that Draymond Green, just to go back to it, he's been a great defender. He was a great defender last year. There was only one difference. They're now winning every game. Like, they're the number 1 seed or, a top 3 seed. He didn't make first team or second team all defense last year.
Wow.
But he's playing at that high level still the exact same way. So that's what I say when the Aaron Gordon thing. You have to be a top team for them to actually consider you. Or just like a guy that like everybody's talking about, not just your team.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. If you look at like Aaron Gordon's defense against certain matchups this year, he's been phenomenal. He was great against Luka. He was great against the Jazz and Bojan Bogdanovic. So if he gets on Trae Young tonight, he'll have his work cut out for him, but I kind of want to see that for a couple of possessions here and there. Here's my last game note. Zeke Naji had a great game. I thought Wednesday at home in that Nuggets win, thought he was, he thought he played his role on offense really well, didn't try to do too much, rolled to the rim, knocked down some open shots. I thought he was good defensively as well. Malone did make it pretty clear pregame that he's still firmly behind Jeff Green and JaMychal Green in the pecking order. No surprise, I don't think. But I've been championing for Naji to get some more run here. I thought he looked good.
He looked great.
He looked probably about as good as he could have.
He looked the best he's ever looked.
Yeah.
Don't bury this. Don't give Zeke his due, dude.
He did look great. I mean, he had a career high in points. He hit threes. He was great on defense. Not much you can say that he did poorly. Do you want to see him play more going forward?
Listen, if we're talking about what the future of the Denver Nuggets is, it's not Jeff Green. I'm going to just put it out there. Year 17 or whatever he's in. It hasn't been working great either with Jeff. I mean, it worked better with Jeff Green being a proxy for MPJ, but I want to see our young core come into play. I want to see Bones Highland getting time. I want to see Zeke Naji getting time. I want to see all of these young players getting burned so that when the torch is ultimately passed, it's not jarring. Mm-hmm. And he looked great. He looked great.
Right now, I feel like, we definitely want to see Zeke Naji, but at the same time, I just feel like he has to put those type of games and just continue with those type of games. And with that comes opportunity. So maybe throwing them in there I feel like it shouldn't be with that second unit. Okay. Just because he's not a guy that operates with other guys like that, are not at that level. He's a guy that you could throw in and give you those type of minutes, and we've seen that in the last game. He knows where to be on the court. He also knocks down the ball. So giving him that type of space in gravity, I think would just go a long way. So I would like to see him, but I would like to see him, with the starters as a one-off.
Yeah. He did have great chemistry with Bones, though, in that game. And that was as, defined of a roller to the rim that the Nuggets have had with that group all year. And they had some good moments. They had some really great chemistry. All four Bones' assists went to Zeke Naji. So we'll see. I bet he, gets another opportunity. Maybe not tonight, but I don't think we've heard the last from Zeke Naji by any means. I think he's good, and I think he should get more of a shot.
Dude, like, I mean, that's just it. Like, when your number is called and you rise to the occasion, you play the best game you've ever played. Like, that's how you earn minutes, right? Like, I mean, you know, we've had other guys that come in and they don't do anything. Like, I don't know that anyone's clamoring for Marcus Howard to get more minutes off the bench. I mean, it's not fair because he was in for like 2 minutes.
Got a shot block.
Got a shot block. But Zeke looked great. So, yeah, let's hope.
All right, we'll see what happens tonight. Nikola Jokic is back tonight, you guys. The King has returned.
What? Is that new? Is that on the timeline? I heard that.
The streets are talking about that?
The streets are talking.
Streets of Sombor and beyond, dude.
He took in the win the other night from home with a glass of red wine, but he's back tonight in the lineup, of course. Expectations for Nikola Jokic in his first game back from a suspension. What do you think we've got in store tonight?
Probably attempted murder.
Attempted?
Yeah, probably.
I think it's going to be full blown, dude.
Yeah, but they give you the opportunity to defend yourself at least. You know, he'll probably go on trial or something like that. Right. So that takes, a long time. But I really do think that he's going to come back with a vengeance, just to prove to the NBA, you guys tried to get me and I still, we still won the game. I'm still back. And also I sent a message. I felt like his confidence was already high. Now he's I'm a bad man. Really. I'm the MVP of this league. People know not to, mess with me. But also, let's not take away from the fact that I'm still the best player on the court every time I go out there. So I think it's just hey, you guys remember me? It wasn't that long ago, but do you guys remember me?
Let me know in the comments what you guys think Jokic's stat line is going to be.
Yeah, do you guys...
Throw a prediction out there in the comments.
Does everyone remember Nikola Jokic? Do you remember, what he brings to this team?
It's been 2 days.
I'm with Dev about the attempted murder. I think that but it's going to be on the stat sheet, I hope. I just feel like Nikola Jokic has never received so many street accolades.
Right.
Like we talked about this.
He's gotten more recognition for this fight than he got for winning the MVP.
Yeah.
Maybe double the amount of recognition.
But it's not like recognition. What he got finally... cred.
Yeah, street cred. Yep.
Nikola Jokic is now in possession of cred.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that looks like. We have no idea. This is unprecedented. Nikola Jokic with cred? Let's I don't know. Will he be inspired? Will he sit back? I tend to think that he's just going to go out and handle business. We're going to get a 30. We're going to get a triple-double, 30 points. It's going to be it's going to be just another day at the office for him, but it's going to be turned up just a little bit.
I like that you bring up that he got cred, because it's not like he got cred from random Twitter eggs on social media. He got cred from Isaiah Thomas of the Bad Boy Pistons. He got cred from Shaq, from Charles Barkley.
He got cred from literally everyone except for Nick Wright, who that's actually cred.
Everybody that actually played in the freaking league gave him cred.
Even players on Miami.
yes.
Which was, no one saw that coming.
Yeah.
Just really just sitting back and thinking about the fact that everybody talked about Jokic.
Yeah.
He had the world ablaze for a whole, 2-3 nights where they're just discussing not basketball stuff. And that fight was regular for him because he actually abuses the hell out of people on a nightly basis. So for him to just go out and hit somebody in a physical way was wild for him to get that type of a credit for it. But really, I think that he's going to go back to it being basketball, because he's not a guy that's out there looking for, he's not a bully. He's not a guy that is trying to get under people's skin. He wants to play the game of basketball the correct way, the right way. So I think that he finally, like you guys talked about, I feel like he finally feels like he's embraced by the world. So now watch how I play basketball.
Mm-hmm. The last time Nikola Jokic
MVP of the
league. And he's better this year.
Stupid. What did we do? Did we? I don't know.
We just got lucky, man.
Me specifically, I find myself just kind of looking at my life and trying to figure out did I I've had bad things happen to me, but is Jokic my karmic payment?
I operate under the belief that good things tend to happen to good people. I think you're a good person.
What? This did not go a direction I was expecting at all. But you know what? It's hard to disagree.
Yeah.
We have, just to be clear out there, Nikola Jokic plays for the Denver Nuggets because I'm a good person. Let's go.
Well, I think we deserve some credit too. We're all good people. The last time Nikola Jokic was suspended, do you remember? January 2019, he came off the bench in Utah. Well, he didn't really come off the bench. He stepped 1 foot or 2 feet off the bench, and they suspended his ass. January 2019, the next game they played the 76ers at home without Joel Embiid, unsurprisingly. Nuggets won by 16. Nikola Jokic, 32 points, 18 rebounds, 10 assists in that game coming off a suspension. So I'm expecting a game like that, 32, 18, and 10.
It's like a reasonable
expectation. Yeah, that's a standard game.
I would say that's reasonable. Who is the center that Nikola Jokic is going to be victimizing tonight?
Clint Capella.
Clint Capella, that's actually tough. He's had some battles with.
He has had battles with Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
The tour continues.
the tour
continues.
Wow.
Where it's like, oh, you guys thought that was a battle? You guys thought he battled me before? All right. Well, I'll show you 32, 18, and 10.
Yeah, Clint Capella only kills Nikola Jokic when Clint Capella is playing with James Harden. That's been the trend.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Very excited for this next segment, guys.
Oh, okay.
We're going to put a bunch of NBA players on the screen, and then this is a great graph. I have not seen this graph. I love it.
He's ripped.
This esteemed panel up here is going to determine if this is a real tough guy or a fake tough guy.
Yeah.
Kale, can we get contestant number 1, please? Contestant number 1, Marcus Smart.
Oh, the actual Marcus.
Actual Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart.
Is he a real tough guy or a fake tough guy?
Woo. So I'm not going to say he's
Let me know in the comments, too, what you guys think.
I'm not going to say that he's a real tough guy in the sense of, like, he's not an enforcer or anything like that. But he definitely does not shy away from contacts. Like, remember him going into the crowd because he didn't like a comment that was said.
Way back at Oklahoma State.
Yep, he just called out his teammates, like blatant, like called him out, did not shy away from that at all. He's not, because he's not big in stature. He's actually not out there hurting people or anything like that. But he definitely doesn't shy away from that confrontation.
Yeah.
I believe the louder the bark, the faker the tough guy.
Okay.
He has a very loud bark.
Yeah.
He's definitely like a hold me back guy. And
he is
Dev
a hold me back guy.
As evidence that he's a tough guy, that he went into the crowd to fight who? Me?
No, I said he was confrontational. I said he's not like a tough guy.
That's a dude.
Are you a white racist guy from Oklahoma?
I mean, I'm at least 3 of those. I don't know. So I'm going to say fake tough guy, Marcus Smart. If you see me in the crowd, please don't fight me.
Okay. I'll say he's kind of real. Kind of real. Let's go to contestant number 2.
Oh.
PJ Tucker.
He's about that life.
Yeah.
He is a real one.
I think he's real too.
He's a real tough guy.
Yeah.
He plays as if he's a 6'9", 6'10", 7-footer, and he's defending those guys the whole time. He's also mentally built different. Like where he has that edge. He plays with that competitiveness, and if it ever went down, I know that he would have your back. So he's a real one.
I think he's a real tough guy too, and he also just knows that's who he is and that's what his role is. Like every team he's been on, that's just been all he is.
Yeah, I agree. And plus the spider web tattoo on the shoulder, I feel like is the
only
official,
a real artist would notice that
official tattoo of a real one.
All right, PJ Tucker, real. Let's see who we got next here. Jimmy Butler.
Oh, wow.
Real or fake? This is
smokes,
topical. This is very timely and topical.
We have evidence to bring to the court in this case that happened just 2 days ago. Jimmy Butler, very loud, very talking a lot, only after Nikola Jokic went to the bench and then did not get anywhere in his actual vicinity. And then we saw the photo of him being held back by the guy from Bar Rescue.
John Taffer?
John Taffer corralled the entire Heat team, which to me does not seem that tough. But Jimmy Butler also did absolutely ruin Cat's career by emasculating him.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler.
But that wasn't through like a physical confrontation. You know what? I'm going to say middle. He's a middle guy.
Okay, Dev.
Real one.
Oh!
Yeah.
He's a real one. Like the dude, like he got it from the streets, made his way all the way up, tough in every single way. He went to the bubble. They like allow people to come. He said, "You can't come because I have a real mission here.
I gotta make coffee every day. Like I can't have any distractions."
For you to say no, I won't get a visitor, but I'm gonna make sure everybody gets coffee here, and then actually charge these millionaires for coffee, and they're gonna buy it. That's some real bully behavior.
Yeah,
That sounds like, so he's like what?
He's a
like,
mob boss.
He's like what? Like Jeff Bezos? He's like a
No. He just has a respect for him, and you don't respect just anybody. Like no one really tries Jimmy Butler. Like everyone respects him like in a way that I feel like he has to be a real.
I think Jimmy Butler's real. If you read about his upbringing, I think that's all real.
All right,
and
fine.
yeah, there was a report that Jimmy Butler was actually challenging Nuggets assistant Stephen Graham to meet him in the tunnel, not MVP.
Nikola Jokic. Yeah, that actually makes a lot more sense. I was hypothesizing that he was talking to like Will Barton or something, but
Well, you would naturally think he'd be talking to another player, just naturally.
well, it just feels like the natural order of things.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
Okay, so Jimmy Butler real? That's what we've decided.
I
Okay,
think
fine.
he's real.
All right,
let's
fine.
move on.
I'll co-sign.
Who else we got here? Who else are we going to decide? Steven Adams,
dude.
Steven Adams,
Dude, this is a speak softly and carry a big stick type of gentleman.
Yes.
Like this guy.
kind of Jokic in that way.
Yes, he's one of these guys that doesn't say anything, but like is widely regarded as the strongest guy in the NBA, and like nobody ever tries him, and nor should they.
I was for all these. I was like trying to look up pictures of them in confrontations with people to send to Kale, and you can't find one of Steven Adams in a fight with anyone. He's just like never been in a fight, but because nobody tries him.
With Steven Adams, I'll say whenever there's like folklore about like your just the way that you've been brought up.
Yeah.
No one knows if it's true. That is real in itself. That we're not going to try this guy because there's a chance that whatever we just made up might have really happened. Whenever someone like trash talks him or gets to that element, they always talk about like how he grew up.
Yeah.
And whenever you talk about somebody's past that's 20 years ago,
dude,
they've been real for a long time.
He definitely like grew up like wrestling crocodiles.
He was one of those
you just
who
made
grew
that up. That's what I'm saying.
He was one of those
folklore.
guys who grew up with like 10 siblings.
10 siblings, which is already like
See?
It was
daily
probably
battle.
the 6th or something.
That's daily battle.
And just the fact that he has siblings make you think that he just fought them every day.
All day, every
It
day.
just sounds crazy to me. It's folklore. He's folklore, so it's real. He's real.
I think he's real, but he's chill. He's a chiller. Let's keep it going
We've also
here.
seen him fight in Aquaman, right?
no,
Patrick
that's actually a
Beverley.
Hollywood actor. That's not
Patrick Beverley, guys.
Oh my
Real
god,
or
dude! This
fake?
is the human embodiment of Scrappy Doo. This is like
He is
pure
very
bark.
scrappy.
We saw him viciously attack Chris Paul from behind, not one of the biggest bullies in the league like Nikola Jokic did with
That
Markieff
was
Morris.
actually a cheap shot.
It was the
of
cheapest
somebody
of all. But the point
going
being, like,
at him from behind.
Yeah, but he picked like a 45-year-old guy that from the back. Like
Right.
this is the fakest guy there is. This is the loudest barker in the NBA.
Yeah.
He's real fake. He's real fake.
real
There's
fake.
no way. First off, like we all know, like in the jungle, in the wild, you adapt.
Yeah, we
like,
do all
You
know
want to
that.
look tough. You want to look tough. He doesn't do his hair. He looks like he doesn't brush his teeth. Like the dude just wants to look tough to just intimidate everybody else. Nobody's actually scared of him. He be tricking y'all, man.
I think he's
He be
fake.
tricking y'all.
Pat Beverley does the stuff where he did this to Jonas Valanciunas the other night. He just like walked up to him while he was shooting a free throw and just stood in his way, like at the free throw line.
Yeah, like he's like
that stuff isn't tough guy. It's fake tough guy.
he's like a guy that he's tough in that I guarantee he's like grown up and has learned how to take a punch.
Yeah.
So he's like, I can take a punch.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna beat anybody up, but I'm gonna like annoy you to the point where like I'm gonna try to get you to punch me.
All right, let's go rapid fire through a couple of these final ones here. Let's see who we got. Paul Millsap,
Oh, real
as real as it gets.
Dude, Dad is real.
As real as it gets.
He's real nice.
Who else?
nice.
Who else? Draymond Green.
That dude's real too.
I think that's
he's a
real
big
also.
yapper, but like,
I think he's real too.
although he's very dirty. Like he's like
Well, hold that thought because
right.
it's going to come up for another one of these guys who we're going to decide on. Not this guy.
not
Marcus Morris.
Marcus Morris.
Marcus Morris.
Oh my god.
I think Marcus Morris might be the tougher one.
The tougher of the two.
I think he might be a real one. Like he doesn't care. He calls people out often. Like,
Yeah.
he really tries. I feel like he might be the tough one.
Okay.
I think that they're both. Yeah,
Markeith.
I think that to be fair, like I think these are both real ones, but like in comparison to Nikola Jokic, like whomst amongst us is actually real.
Exactly. I think we just have a couple more here.
Yeah, I think they're tough guys. Yeah, you're a tough guy until you're around tougher guys.
Yeah. It's like it's a relative thing.
Yeah.
So D-line, here's the question.
Wow.
Tough or like cheap?
I was just waiting for whatever the second word you said is so I could pick that one.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Yeah.
Incredibly cheap.
Chris Paul like low-key injures people on the regular. Yeah.
Yeah, the dude's a dirty player.
All right. That was fun. Of course, Nikola Jokic is the toughest of all of them. The toughest. And
What
the
are
top
you gonna
human.
do? I did you see there was like a TikTok going around like kind of showing some of his confrontations, Jokic's, and like seeing them all together, you're like, God, he's terrifying.
He is.
Like when he got it right in the face of Jay Crowder, it was like just like pushing him, and like Jay Crowder was just like, but
also,
cool guys.
the other guy initiated it, and then he got more mad. Like, I've never seen somebody get mad, and then the other person gets more mad than them, and then he's the one chasing him down. I was like, hold on, who started this?
Yeah. All right, let's get out our phones. Let's open up the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Dev's going to try to win us some money tonight. Dev, what are you liking tonight?
Let's look at those lines.
Let's look at them.
Our DraftKings does this thing where it just kicks me. Like, it's been going on for a while.
Yeah, if you guys are downloading the app, make sure to use code DNVR when you sign up.
So Nuggets are 3.5-point favorites going into this game.
Okay.
Oh my God,
And it's
dude.
because they get their guy back.
Yeah,
They're
I actually love that.
You like that one?
Yeah, I do. Like, I'm not really one
I
for
like it
points
too.
or money line, but I feel like this is going to be a coronation of the Kings.
This feels, yeah.
Yeah, so you could get money line instead of taking that 3.5 points. It's at 155. But you could take that juice if you truly believe that they're going to win.
I'm gonna take that
even if it's
juice, bro.
close, just take that juice. You're a juicer, right?
You tell me.
Then we'll just go over the points. Like, we like those. We could just get it out of the way. Like, I just feel like there's going to be some scoring in this game. I really do. I don't think that this is going to be a low-scoring game.
You don't think the Munder train rolls on this night?
Yeah, I don't know.
The Hawks have a
don't think
terrible
so.
defense. Nuggets
Yeah,
have had
I
a great
think that
defense.
the Nuggets are going to try to score some points on them and try to get themselves going in that regard. So, I mean, I do like the over. That's not my lock. The lock that I'm really going to go
Oh, here comes the lock. Everyone lock in for this.
with, Jokic is back.
He's back.
Jokic
Wait, is that
back.
the lock?
Yes, that's
That he's
the lock.
back?
Yeah, he's back. They have his points, rebounds, and assists at like low after for like what is it 43.5. Mine's kicked me back. So I guess
Let me look at it here. Points, rebounds, assists.
it's lower than it usually is. It usually is at 44.5, 45. The last time I checked, it was at 43.5. I just feel like he's gonna come back dominant and just try to dominate in every single way. Also, it's going to be a battle of him and Capella on the board. So
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
at
like
42.5.
42.5. So I feel like he's going to make it a point to try to be aggressive on the boards because he has another guy that can challenge him on the rebounds.
Yeah.
At times he doesn't, so I think he's kind of like laxed, and we're still seeing him put up 15, 17 rebounds. So with a guy that he knows he has to go against, like I think he goes after that. Another one that stands out to me is Will Barton's rebounds.
Okay.
He's been aggressive on the boards. This is not a lock. This is just one that I really like. He's been aggressive on the boards. He's helped in every way.
Not a lock.
Yeah, because I don't want them to say that I double locked or anything like that.
He just likes it.
But I really I think that he's not going to only try to score today. His points, rebounds, and assists is at like 24.5, which is too low. But I do think this is going to be a high scoring game, so they could both get there. Is there anything that you like?
You want to hear my official same game parlay?
Let's do this.
The official same game parlay up tonight. There is a boost also, 50% on the
Yeah,
same
there's
game
a
parlay.
bunch of boosts out there tonight.
First pick, the same game parlay. Denver Nuggets, money line.
Okay.
Second pick in the same game parlay. Nikola Jokic, over 23.5 points.
I like that.
Next pick in the official same game parlay. 2+ 3-pointers made by William the Thrill Barton.
Okay. He's been on fire from 3, 9 his last
Absolutely
17.
on fire. Those 3 picks, which seem like no-brainers, they honestly seem like they're like. I have the teacher's edition here. Will net you plus 235.
Wow.
Not
I
bad,
mean,
right?
I don't see how that can possibly lose.
Plus, with the boost, I mean, what are we talking about here? Like, it's going to be incredible.
Yeah, just boost that.
Just
boost that.
Just boosted.
All right.
That
Hopefully
gets you up
those
to
bets cash.
352. That gets you up to 352.
Plus
with the boost.
352 for 3 locks. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. Hopefully those bets cash, and hopefully we make some money tonight. We'll talk about it after the game. We'll see you guys in the post-game lounge. Hopefully the winners lounge. Enjoy the game, everyone. We'll see you soon.
It'll be there.